Hey guys, welcome back to Team Death Slinger. My name is Peter, and today we're going to look at Wingardians in EX9. We got the rest of the support for the archetype, so we're going to dive right in, starting with our eggs, 4 copies of BT21 Yokomon. When any of your Wingardian trait Digimon are played, you get to draw a card. This archetype will play tons of Digimon with effects, so you are going to be able to draw lots of cards with this egg. Moving on to our level 3s, we're going to run 4 copies of BT21 Floramon. On player reveal top 3, you add a card with Avian or Bird and 1 card with Wingardian among them to the hand. The rest go bottom. This has a jamming inheritable. I like this as our go-to on-play searcher, and it does give us jamming, which will come in handy for some end-of-turn attack shenanigans. We are going to run 2 copies of BT21 Mushroomon. On play, you get to suspend a Digimon. That comes up sometimes. More importantly, though, we get a piercing inheritable on this level 3. And we're going to have 4 copies of the EX9 Pomumon. This does so much for the deck. When this Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon with the Wingardian trait, you reduce the Digivolution cost by 1, adds tons of speed to the deck, and really lets us come back from some disadvantageous positions. This inheritable also gives us 1k DP. That's going to feel really nice with some of our Vortex shenanigans that the deck is trying to pull off. Moving on to level 4s, we have 4 copies of BT21 Kiwimon. All turns when this Digimon suspends, you get to draw 1, and it has a jamming inheritable, getting some redundancy on that inheritable. And if you get this on top of a Floramon, being able to swing, draw 1, and get a jamming check feels really, really nice with this level 4. We're going to run 2 copies of the Woodmon from BT21. On play, when Digivolving, you can suspend a Digimon, and then all turns when any of your opponent's Digimon are played, if this Digimon is suspended, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon. So that can come up plenty of times, especially with the jamming inheritable. Underneath this, you can swing and get a check, leave this suspended, and if your opponent plays a Digimon, you can suspend something back. Also, it gives us more of that piercing inheritable, so that feels pretty good as well. We have 4 copies of the EX9. Parasaurmon has blocker. All turns once per turn when this Digimon suspends, you suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon. That is an excellent deterrent, especially on blocker. You can block a swing with this and then suspend down 1 of your opponent's Digimon. A nice little 2-for-1 treat there to dissuade offensive pressure, and this is going to double up on that 1k DP inheritable that we have on the Pomumon. For our level 5 Digimon, we're going to run 3 copies of BT21 Cherrymon. On play and when Digivolving, you may suspend a Digimon, just like the Woodmon. And then opponent's turn, when 1 of your opponent's Digimon attacks, if this Digimon is suspended, you may change the attack target to 1 of your Digimon with the Wingardian trait. And then it has an inheritable that says all turns when any of your Wingardian trait Digimon are played, you can suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon. The inheritable here is really, really nice. The changing attack targets comes up sometimes, especially with the Puppetmon Ace being able to Blast Ace, Digivolve them, and then you're probably definitely bigger than them to force the crash. But this is a nice secondary level 5 for us to run in this deck. Our level 5 of choice here is the EX9 Toropiamon. On play and when Digivolving, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon, then 1 of their Digimon can't unsuspend until their turn ends. This is going to be a great Digimon to allow us to keep things suspended down to try and pull off our Vortex shenanigans. And then all turns once per turn when effects suspend any of your Wingardian trait Digimon, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Wingardian trait Digimon card in the hand without paying the cost. So it's going to enable free Evos, which feels fantastic. End of your turn, 1 of your Digimon with the Wingardian trait may unsuspend. That's also going to prevent clapbacks from the opponent. If you leave things suspended down because you're vortexing into things, well, now you get to unsuspend something and you can't be swung back over. On our level 6s, we're going to have 3 copies of BT21 Gryphonmon. Has Alliance, can DNA from a blue or yellow level 5 and a green or red level 5. When Digivolving, you may play 1 level 4 or lower Digimon card with the Wingardian trait from your hand without paying the cost. That's going to be excellent. As soon as we Evo into this, we get to go wider with a level 4, which we love to see. When attacking, 1 of your other Digimon may Digivolve into a card with the Wingardian trait in the hand without paying its cost. So this is going to very quickly allow you to get out of hand. We want 2 level 6s on the board to DNA into our new level 7 boss monster, so being able to get the free level 4 is critical for our plan. The Alliance is going to feel really good with the effect that lets us play that free level 4, which is all around great boss monster for the archetype. We are going to run 2 copies of the Puppetmon Ace from BT21. Has Blast Evo, obviously, on an Ace. Has Reboot, has Blocker. On play, when Digivolving, Digivolve 2 on 1 of your opponent's Digimon. Then return 1 of their suspended Digimon to the bottom of the deck. This is incredibly effective against anyone who's playing a single stack deck or someone who's going a little bit wide. You get to Digivolve 2, potentially block what's swinging, and then return something suspended down bottom of the deck. Just a lot of utility there, and we are going to be able to play a play cost 7 Digimon with the Cernumon, the new level 7. So this is a nice kind of no-brainer level 6 to be running. We can play this out for free, and it's going to do a lot of work for us. We are lastly going to run 3 copies of the EX9 Hydramon. When this card would be played by suspending 1 of your Wingardian trait Digimon, reduce the play cost by 4. Excellent combo you can do with Toropiamon. Suspend down the Toropiamon, play this for 7, Toropiamon allows itself to evo into Gryphonmon in your hand for free, and then we'll be able to, using, once we read the rest of this card, the affected DNA into Cernumon. On play, when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, then one of their Digimon or Tamers can't unsuspend until their turn ends. Fantastic, we love that. And your turn, once per turn, when your Digimon are played or Digivolve, if any of them have the Wind Guardian trait, 2 of your Digimon may DNA into a Wind Guardian trait in the hand. So that's what I was saying with the Toropiamon. You suspend that down, you play the Hydramon, you evo into Gryphonmon, play level 4, and then you DNA into the Cernumon, which is going to be fantastic because Cernumon here, new boss monster from EX9, DNA's on a green or yellow level 6 and a blue or purple level 6, so Gryphonmon will meet the green or the blue requirement, and Hydramon meets the green or purple requirement. Has Alliance, has Blocker, and when Digivolving, you play a play cost 7 or lower Wind Guardian trait Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. Then, if DNA Digivolving, you can return up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon to the bottom of the deck. Great combo. Obviously, the synergy is insane. You pay 7, you get into this. You're going to bottom deck 2 of your opponent's Digimon and play a 7 cost or lower, so you can play back the Puppetmon or something else, level 5 or lower, probably, with that play cost threshold. All turns, once per turn, when any of your Wind Guardian trait Digimon would leave the battle area other than in battle, you can play 1 play cost 7 or lower Wind Guardian trait Digimon from your hand without paying the cost. Another reason why I really like the Puppetmon in this deck. It's a great way to punish your opponent for removing this, or any of your Wind Guardian trait Digimon, with that D-Digivolve 2 trigger and that bottom decking trigger on the Puppetmon. Moving on to options. I'm on 4 copies of Wind Guardians. I really like the Vortex effect on this card. While you have no face-up security cards, you ignore this card's color requirements. All of your Digimon with the Wind Guardian trait gain Vortex. Add your bottom security card to the hand, then make this your top face-up bottom. Then place this card face-up as your bottom security card. Sorry, top face-up, bottom security. Didn't make any sense there. The security effect allows you to play a level 5 or lower Wind Guardian trait Digimon from your hand, which is going to go crazy for DNAing into Cernumon. But I'm on 4 copies of this card because I believe the Vortex is very, very important to the game plan for this deck, suspending things down and making sure that you can get that end of turn swing. Feels mission critical to me, so we're on the maximum number of copies for this card. I'm on 4 copies of Agility Training. This grabs us everything except the Floramon and the Kiwimon, so I just opted for this as our search card of choice. You can also go the blue-green memory boost. That'll hit every single Digimon in your deck, but I don't like filtering quite as many cards. I think 2 cards is better because we do have the Wind Guardian option and our Tamers that we want to be able to grab. Speaking of Tamers, I am on a funny little Shoto package here, 3 copies of EX7 Shoto. I like that we can gain a memory at the start of our main phase, and I like that by suspending this Tamer, you get Piercing and Blocker, and because we are playing with Vortex, we will hopefully be swinging into the opponent's Digimon and getting Piercing with that. With the Toropiamon effect, we can also get Blocker, so no matter what, we should have a Blocker. We should be getting Piercing checks. We should just be making progress in the game, and that memory is going to go a long way when we are potentially paying 7 to hard play the Hydramon. Just doing anything we can to mitigate handing our opponent tons of memory, even if we wipe their board. This Tamer just does fantastic at that. I am also going to run 2 copies of the ST18 Shoto. It's a memory center, and when any of your Digimon attack your opponent's Digimon by suspending this Tamer, you can change the attack target to another of your opponent's Digimon or a player. So the nice thing about this is if there's no feasible swing overs with the Vortex, we just redirect the attack into the opponent. We get the security damage anyways. So it's just a nice combination of Tamers. You can also run Mimi in the slot. You can run the Davis Motomiya that finds you a green or blue Digimon. There's a couple of memory Tamers that work well here, but I like the ST18 Shoto Kazama. So that's going to be it for EX9 Wind Guardians. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you playing this deck in EX9, or do you think it's still missing what it needs to be functional? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.
Thank you to our channel members for supporting this channel. It's people like Langlong, Big Z11, Coffee Deus, and DigiDane who make videos like this possible.